What's up, everybody? It's Jack and Dan.
And we had another leak.
Yes, we did. All right, guys, we had the whole refurbished 116-gallon over here in the corner, didn't we, kiddo?
Yes, we did.
And we had the bamboo coming out the top, and everything was awesome, and it leaked, and we resealed it, and we said, hey, we should have resealed it to begin with, didn't we? But instead, we found out it was really the stand. We reinforced the stand. I'm going to admit, I was a little stubborn about the whole thing. I really wanted to keep the original stand. You told me from the get-go, you're like, Dad, let's just get a new stand.
It was just decrepit.
It was, but I liked the originality of it. I wanted the original stand. I liked the story behind it. I should have listened. I should have got it.
After we just found the tank and it was broken, we just figured that we wouldn't do it again. We would just start all over.
Right. So we found another leak. It lasted like a whole year, though. It lasted like almost a whole year.
Yeah, it lasted pretty long.
So we found a leak. Luckily, like I said, we had the pet carpet in this room. So actually, we emptied the whole room out and cleaned the whole entire thing with a carpet cleaner. Yeah, we had a carpet cleaner, it broke. We got a new one, so we cleaned the whole room. So what we decided is we called around, and we had this tank from James and Mallory, some of our subscribers that gave it to us because they said, hey, we were going to use it for Brutus. There's Brutus over there peeking at us around the corner. But he's getting his own tank at the gym, and that's going to be some videos coming up. The thing about Brutus is he don't swim.
He doesn't go anywhere.
He sits in the corner. Yeah. He stares at us. If we're over here, he stares at us over here. I'll show you guys right here. Well, the light's turned off. Look at him. This is all he does. He just sits there and stares at us. He doesn't swim. He's just like a big mutant parrotfish that Big Rich and Josh rescued. And then we adopted him. And he doesn't get along with anybody. He sits in the corners. He looks at us. Primarily looks at Pamela. And sticks up to the glass. And if anybody comes near him, he just chases them away. So we're making him a smaller. We have that small hexagon 75 that he'll just be nice and cozy in, and he's just going to be in there. And he's going to be awesome. And actually, that whole tank is totally done. We already have some albino bristle noses in there, and it's completely done. But you guys are going to see a series of videos. Higer gave us some stuff just for Brutus. They gave him a whole light strip and everything. Yeah, you can see he's already picking at these guys.
It's going to look good.
It's going to look great. You guys will love that. But anyway, that's his deal. And he's a big beauty. And he, honestly, a lot of people are going to be, oh, he's too big for that tank. He's not, though, because he doesn't swim. He just sits there and stares at us.
I mean, he also has space to swim in the tank. I mean,
he's going to have room.
He's got different ways to look, but he doesn't really need a lot of room.
Yeah, we've had him for over 2 years, and he's had this huge 220-gallon tank, and he just sits there.
He was swimming.
Yeah.
I mean, he was sleeping.
Well, this is going to be part of our summer project, just to redo this whole tank anyway. That's a whole other story. But anyway, we wanted to take him out first, and that's what we decided to do, and those will be coming up. So anyway, what Jack decided, he said, hey, let's get a new tank. We'll get a lighter tank that'll match the oak, and then that way we can use their tank. We donated that other tank that leaked twice now to a guy who actually watches our channel and has reptiles and stuff, lives around us, and he said, hey, I got reptiles, I'll take it. So we gave it to him. He came, picked it up, boom, goodbye. Awesome, good luck with it. And we burned the stand in our fire pit, right?
Yes.
We're like later. So basically what we did is, this is one of these kind of deals. We went over there, we made all these phone calls, guys, and we called PetSmart, and they had this top fin Sindora mango finish aquarium stand for 75-gallon tank.
And we put it together. It took about 2 days.
Well, it's got like a 35-page, man, it's like a thing of IKEA. But you know what?
We just kind of knuckled down and got it done.
What do? We put like a movie on and we did most of it, and then the next day we like finished it.
Yeah.
Honestly, this thing's super impressive. All we had to do was drill two little, look at how thick this presswood is. Look at the deck on this thing, how thick that is. Yeah. So we drilled through, and we're gonna do it just like we had the other tank. So you could see down in here, those circles are gonna shine up, the light's gonna shine up through here. The only thing is this tank is about 9 inches shorter than the other tank. So the bamboo's gonna, of course, the bamboo's growing so tall. We have that in a bucket in the other room. It's gonna come up just as tall anyway. And the stand is actually the same height as the other one, which is 2 inches taller than the Green Lantern tank. So I actually don't mind the height, and everything does match. This is a great stand. This was a $300 stand. We called up there, and it was the last one that they had left of this. They only had gray ones. And we said, well, we really like the light color. And we were like talking to them, told them we have a YouTube channel. And it kind of had like a gouge out of the cardboard in the back, but it didn't really have like damage. And the guy was like, you know what? I'll give it to you 30% off. Our jaws almost hit the floor. So instead of being $300, it was $200. We were very surprised. Very surprised. I remember how we kind of like looked at each other Like, don't even show the fact that we're totally impressed. We just go, oh, thanks, that'd be really nice of you.
Yeah, well, we can't even see it anyways, so we're
No.
not even sure where it was. I think it was actually on the bottom.
Yeah, by the time we opened it up in all the
And it was
pieces.
small, and even if it was bigger, we could have done it with the little furnishing marker. It
Yeah,
wasn't that big a deal.
super,
But it's
super,
actually
super
got
nice
sale
of
on it.
him. Super nice of him.
And these are, I don't know.
Yeah,
explain
this
it.
is, so they have, so these are like the little cord holders that go on the back. These are little things. Now, get that screwdriver. I want to show them real quick over here. This is one of the cool things about these stands. Again, you put it together, really, really nice doors. It's water resistant, so if it like soaks in water, you know, you're going to have problems, but it has a coating on it.
If it drips, it's not going to like...
Right, it's not necessarily going to go bad. Here's one of the cool parts. If you look underneath here, you'll see this little black leg in the middle. There's one there and there's one there. There's a little area here.
It's for
You take the screwdriver.
It's for inner support.
Yeah, it gives it even more support. Isn't that cool?
It doesn't cave in or anything.
So that's a new thing to me. I've never seen that. Anyway, they got the holes in the back. We made the other holes in the top. There's the hole in the top. It's going to shine the lights through. So basically, we got the stand together. We got the other one cleaned out. We put this one on here. We got the pots in here with the under gravel filter. We're going to have to, honestly, we're going to have to cut the tubes a little shorter. But everything's going to be pretty much tomorrow. We're going to put all this together. We're going to get it all back together. Now people are going to go, what happened to the fish? Put them over here in this guy, didn't
In
we?
the Green Lantern tank temporarily.
We didn't know what to do. We just started taking them over here, putting them in here.
But
So
we
we,
are going to eventually put angel fish.
right. So
Not this thing, yeah.
eventually we were going to make an angelfish tank out of it and have the angelfish and a tetra, but that's when it was like 9 inches taller. So what we decided is, look how we got the background on here already. I forgot to show you that. So we painted the background with black glitter, just like we did with the other one. Actually, we used more black than silver, so it actually looks even better in our opinion, like a night sky, and put the same light on in the whole 9 yards. So that's all done. But anyway, that's going to be angelfish tank. The tetra we came and tossed in here. We're actually going to do an update on this tank soon because there's some other new guys and stuff in here. Bad news was, we totally haven't even mentioned, when we got back from spring break, Kilowog died, right?
Yeah.
Totally forgot to share that with our subscribers and viewers. Kilowog, one of our Green Phantom, love that guy, and we always like lose an awesome fish when we go on vacation. It's like a.
I don't really like it, and I don't understand why.
It just happens. He had no markings. There was nothing wrong with the water. Nobody else was dead.
No one fought with him because he was the biggest fish in there.
Yeah, he was awesome. We had him for like 2 years or something. Anyway, he was really awesome, but that happens. So he died. We threw all the other guys in here. Everybody else is doing good. One of the little surprises is, we did get another vampire. So we got the 2 big vampires. We got a smaller vampire here. The Corys are doing totally
There's
awesome.
only 2 Corys attending the council.
Yeah, they do sit up here. It's hilarious. We did a short about that. But anyway, this tank's doing really, really awesome. The only thing we forgot is that these vampires love snails, and so we threw them in here, and they ate a bunch of snails. So we started taking a lot of the snails out, and we started putting them in Wade's tank. But we also have, what we decided to do is we got some male long-finned albino plecos. And so part of our plan was we're going to take the female albino plecos, long-finned, that we have in your tanks, because they're not breeding with any of the males in there. They don't want nothing to do with them. So we figured, hey, maybe we'll get some long-finned ones. So we got these males, and they're growing, and they're getting a little bigger. So when they get a little bigger, we're going to put the females in here. These galaxy guys, these vampire guys, are going to go back in that tank over there when we have angelfish. There's going to be the galaxies and the angelfish. And then the Galaxy Rasburo went in here as well. And they're kind of hiding in the bushes and stuff in the back, but there are some of those guys in here. So we got all the tetras. We got the Galaxy Rasburo. We got the glow tetras that were already in here. We got a bunch of these little males. Oh, there's a really nice one there. Let me see if I can get him. A bunch of little albino male, bristle-nosed, long-finned, handsome little dudes. Well, some of them might be female. We got like 10 of them, so we figured at least be some males. And we put a bunch of these little glasses in here that they can use as little caves, and so we'll see if they get bigger and do that. But anyway, so they're all doing awesome. There's another one there in the tube. Really doing cool. Really doing cool. So the tetra, we weren't sure if all the tetra and the glow tetra would get along, but they're getting along great. In fact, quite a few of them. Here's a couple of them in here. Here's one of the diamond ones up here in the penthouse. He's like, what's up, dude? Look at the fin on this guy. He's like up here at the top. So a lot of them go up in here, and they're chilling, and they're having fun, and everybody's getting along. It's not really too many fish because we didn't have a lot of fish in here to begin with. So anyway, if you didn't see our Green Lantern videos, they're in our aquarium playlist. It'll be in the description. and of course all of our other ones will be. So basically we put this all together, and we didn't have any parts left. This is actually a really impressive stand. We were very impressed with it, how strong and how sturdy it was. All we had to do was drill these out for the under gravel lights, made in the USA, all that stuff. And honestly, totally digging how it looks in here. Pamela's digging it. She's like, this is so cool. We decided to change the vases, and remember how they were like an upside down alien face? So once we were doing it, we turned them so they're an alien face. Yeah. So it looks like two alien faces looking at you. But anyway, we're going to get this all back together, and then we'll do a video on it. But we wanted to do an update on it because we've been working on the pond, but we had to kind of take a little break from the pond to fix all this and build Brutus's tank. So there's going to be a video coming out about this being all done, and then we're going to get angelfish for it. There's going to be a video coming out of Brutus and his tank. He's going to be the new mascot of Pope Fitness. Totally cool.
I mean, he looks pretty buff, so that'll be perfect.
Yeah, he is. He's a buff parrotfish. And then we're going to have the videos coming out on the pond. More stuff to do with that because we filled the vacuum. We're calling it Thunderdome. And then we're going to maybe breed the betas. We've been talking about breeding the betas forever.
Trying to do that, yeah.
So we're going to be doing that. So lots of summer stuff coming up. But anyway, super awesome stand. Again, they've got a lot of great stands there. They are super sturdy. They are super awesome. But again, it's like an IKEA thing. So if you're going to watch like a long 3-hour movie, you could put it together. If you got a great team member like I do right here, Jack.
I think we watched Obi-Wan Kenobi while we did it.
We binged a few episodes of Obi-Wan.
We just kind of put the pieces together and kind of like just big Lego set, basically.
Yeah.
We just kind of screwed the pieces on and everything.
Yeah. There was, here's all the letters. It was like, this is the wall mount thing. We don't really need that. But this is like, yeah, we had like one of these left. And we figured, well, we couldn't find any more holes, so must be used up. But I'm impressed. I like that they have this, and I like that they have the little leveler things that, you know, give support in the middle. So this is going to be a great tank. Let me back up a little more so you kind of see. The only thing that bothers me, it is a lot shorter. But it's going to be really neat because it's all kind of light brown.
I like that, though, because in the other one, when you try to work on it, you had to go like...
It did stink to work on. The other thing is since it's right by the table here, like the Green Lantern tank, you're going to be sitting down, so it actually is better. The reason I wanted this one to be so tall, the 220, is because you're walking by it. A lot of people ask us about this stand too. This was another thing that happened. Another tragic thing that happened at the same time we totally forgot to talk about is this stand. This tank did not have a leak, but one of the pumps had a leak. We've had these forever, these 110 Aqua Clear, and we actually did a video on them about a year ago about how we maintain them and have keep them forever. Actually, the little putty that holds this cord in the bottom leaked, and the water went all the way down that cord, and it dripped into the bottom here, into the bottom of the tank. But this whole bottom filled up with water. But because this guy, we had a carpenter make us this. This is an amazing custom-made tank from a retired carpenter. He made it in his garage for us for like $800. You know how expensive? Oh my God! You know how expensive aquarium companies that make like just these regular generic stands?
That's a big stand.
Yeah, if you ask for the extra high ones, first of all, they only give you a few inches. They don't make it really high. They double the price. It's like crazy. So he made us this for like $800. This thing's amazing. But anyway, he put so much lacquer and everything on this that whole bottom filled with water, and it didn't go anywhere. It didn't get to the cords. It didn't get to anything.
It just stayed there. It didn't soak in it. Just stayed
there. We literally just put a bunch of towels in there, dried it all out, cleaned it all out, and you totally can't even tell it didn't damage the wood or anything at all. So that kind of stunk. And so we got we actually had a backup pump for that. I think we had an old one from like a clearance rack. I can't even remember. It was in our fish tank closet. I put the new one on, and it worked great. So all three of those guys are working, and they're working fantastic on this. The 110s, still like 25, 26 years going strong. So we're going to be rescaping this. These guys are pretty good. We're just going to take the Galaxies back out and then add those other long-finned. And then over there, that's going to be an angelfish tank. And finishing the pond. And then finishing Brutus's tank. And then doing the betas. It's going to be a fun summer, man, right? And a ton of yard work. We're going to have some yard work videos coming up because we haven't done anything in our yard in like 4 years.
Don't tell them, but we got our new special works toys.
Yeah. We got some cool toys for the yard we're going to be sharing and stuff like that. So anyway, guys, there it is. Super, super cool. I love this albino guy. Look at him just clean. He comes out at night, man. He just cleans all the lava rock. Look at that guy. This guy was about an inch long, and he was in Jack's bridge tanks. He's like, what, maybe going on 2.5, 3 years old, maybe maybe a little older. He's really getting big.
Bruce is ready.
We were gonna put him in with Brutus into Brutus's tank because they're kind of pals. He's about the only one Brutus doesn't
He just floats.
chase
He
away.
doesn't swim.
He does not swim, guys. That's why we're putting him in a small
He just
tank.
levitates.
Well, if you look at the story on him, like Big Rich and Josh told us, he was left abandoned in an apartment. We think that they were breeding parrots, and he said that these tanks were just crammed with parrotfish, and they were left abandoned. And the landlord called Ohio Fish Rescue because he goes, I don't know what to do with these. They went and got them. They knew that we had some parrots, so we took them on. He ended up getting kind of aggressive, ended up killing some of ours, unfortunately. But you know, they were actually quite old. We had them for many years, and so you could
That's
see
just kind
he just
of the thing sometimes. That's kind of the risk when you put new fish in with. You don't know what's going to happen.
right. But his deal is he may have been used to being crammed
And it's
into
not- it's
a little
not his-
space.
It's not his fault because he was used to having to defend himself.
Yeah, see how he
and
just
having to-
chases these guys away from him?
Having to be aggressive.
If they
so-
come up to the glass where he's looking at us, he just chases them away. He just wants to be the center of attention. He wants to be in front of the camera. He wants to be, he's so funny. He gets mad if they come around him. See, look, he's chasing them. So anyway, we thought a smaller tank where he would be around tons and tons of people all day and no other fish to aggravate him, he would be happy. We do have some small bristle noses in there, but I don't think he'll notice them because there's bristle noses all over here and he doesn't notice them at all. He doesn't pay them any attention. But see, he's just getting annoyed with these other parrots. So he doesn't care about the plecos. He's getting annoyed with these other parrots. And we're going to keep these parrots, and we might add some more cichlids like this beauty. Sonic is his name, right?
Yes.
Jack named him a long time ago. We've had him for about 3 years now, and he's got a female in here he breeds with, and they have babies, and we take them and trade them in. They go down here in the lava rock, and they live down there until they're big enough to come out, and then we scoop them out, and we're going to get more rope fish and all this. So anyway, it's kind of like an all-around update on all of our summer plans, huh?
Yep, basically.
Anyway, we highly recommend these stands. I mean, if you have like a fish room and it's going to be getting wet all the time, it's probably not ideal, but this is like a dining room kind of area, and we try to not have leaks and
No,
spill
because it
water and
matches with
stuff.
the table and the finished wood and
Yeah.
it's nice and
Yeah, I mean, we're impressed. We're impressed with it. It's
I'm
super.
really excited to see how the beta kids are going to be. I mean, they could be some black, white, red. You know, they could be all different mixes of colors, but mostly it's the dad's genes that take over.
Yeah, we'll see what happens because
But
those are
pretty
two.
cool.
She's a beauty. She's a big beauty. That beta girl we got there, Lady Shazam, Mary Bromfield, we named her. So we'll see what happens. All right, guys. Well, anyway, we wanted to kind of update you on everything going on. We have already uploaded several videos. We're just going to be releasing them in order here as we go along. We'll see you guys in a little bit. Take care. Have a great day.
Oh,
Okay, we'll do a quick shot of this guy because it's been a while since we showed it. But yeah, they're really doing awesome. It is kind of neat because when all the lights turn off, all the other tetralite disappear and the only ones you see are the glow ones. It's kind of cool. We got a little rearranging to do, a little stuff like that. We also got some new foods we're going to be up here that we're going to be doing some like reviews of, some stuff that we got that we never tried before for some of the different fish that we have. Looks good though, huh?